Good afternoon. I am Gay Huey Evans, Chairman of the Board of the London Metal Exchange. And I'm delighted to be back here with you today and to welcome you all to Rubis's second annual LME Week, Women for Metals Tea Time. A year ago, I had the pleasure of introducing this event during LME Week 2019. Which seems like a lifetime ago, given the year we have all had. I didn't realize then that getting to meet people in person was to be the exception. The virtual world has taken some getting used to, and I am looking forward to being able to meet face-to-face again. After all, a strong sense of community is a cherished aspect of life. And as I've come to learn, it's also part of the metals world. So while I'm thrilled to have been able to meet several of you last year, I am eager to meet more of you in person again once we are able to do so safely. I have been disappointed that I've not been able to travel to meet more of the LME's global communities. I was looking forward to visiting South America and China, where so many metals colleagues and friends are based, to discuss sustainability and to learn the business. Another trip that was sadly postponed was the Democratic Republic of the Congo. This is a significant mining region which plays a prominent role in the hugely important ESG work in the metals and mining industry. The LME has taken big strides in the ESG space with its responsible sourcing work and sustainability strategy. I am enthused by the work being undertaken by our members and stakeholders, particularly in technological innovation. These initiatives are illustrative of the dynamic pace of change in this sector, and we will be hearing more about this during the panel session later today. For now, I'd like to turn to another very important aspect of ESG, and for one for which I'm a strong advocate: diversity and inclusion. Last year, during LME Week, I hosted a panel at our inaugural Women in Commodities lunch, where we all agreed that a plan of action was needed to address the overall lack of diversity in commodities. Bringing more people from diverse backgrounds into commodities is vital. Since for business to truly innovate and grow, it needs to be challenged. I believe this comes through cultivating a workforce with different views, attitudes, and experiences, which can challenge the status quo and help us to avoid groupthink. So what practical steps have been taken? Now allow me to run through a few of the highlights I've been involved in this year at the LME. The LME has an active diversity and inclusion forum with a set of networks run by employees that focus on building and championing a diverse and inclusive workforce. A workforce that empowers its employees by celebrating differences can achieve great things. For example, thanks to our LGBTQ+ network, the LME became Stonewall Diversity Champions last December, ensuring that our colleagues are accepted without exception in the workplace. To support this inclusive culture, we have set ourselves targets to ensure we reach our diversity goals. The LME is truly pleased to have signed the Women in Finance Charter, committing to women accounting for 40% of senior management positions by 2025. To help us realize this commitment, we've embarked on a number of initiatives that focus on attracting and retaining women. We've extended our participation in the 30% cross-company mentoring scheme and are also setting up an internal mentoring program to support women's progression within the business. We've introduced gender-balanced recruitment practices, and all managers are undertaking unconscious bias training. We are excited to be launching a brand new apprenticeship program supported by our member community. The program involves taking on trading operations apprentices at the LME who will move on to member firms at the end of the program, with the overall aim of cultivating a diverse junior talent pipeline across the sector. This summer, we also partnered with the organization Code First Girls to sponsor a group of women to undertake IT coding courses. This is an area where, sadly, female talent is particularly low, and not just at the LME. So we are delighted to be able to provide the resources to train more women in IT-based roles. Evidently, while there's much work to be done, we in the metals and mining industry are now very much in the action phase. In the mining sector, which has struggled with a chronic underrepresentation of women, I was pleased to read that BHP recently announced that more than a quarter of its workforce are now women, and 50% of its senior leadership team are women. Such progress. What better place to celebrate our collective progress than at this event in LME Week, where we all came together for the first time last year to put a marker down that we wanted to see real action and real change. I am thrilled to be part of that, virtually or not, and even more thrilled to work with such a great group of women here today to help move that forward. So I'd like to thank Arubis for hosting this Women for Metals Tea Time, and I look forward to meeting all of you in person in the very near future.